need to look at with these when you're looking at these streams. Okay, so we'll just throw up this slide here, and I've just picked a random creek. I believe this creek holds gold, but if you can't get out to the gold fields when it's flooded, the big trick is to look where the debris is up on the bank. So which of the orange arrows is it? Okay, so there's a few ways to tell that. Debris up high, grass laid down, stuff mounted up behind along the backs of the trees. So it's very important to establish what level that creek's at. Okay, now this is an interesting thing because there's a little bit of a flood divot here, if you like. So that when that river is flooding, you will find that will be a vast expanse of water across between those two banks. So I mean, that's one thing to look for. Where's the river running? Okay. Now the other thing, and this is the same little creek that we were talking about just a minute ago, and you may go to your local creek, and you may get gold on the inside bend where those yellow stars are. Okay. Now with those yellow stars, okay, that might be where you always get gold, but during flood, that gold may deposit in a streak running along the bank. And it is worth testing and worth looking where the rocks, different size rocks, deposit. Okay, so let's just make me bigger again, and we'll have a little bit of talk about rocks. So these streams, okay. These streams, when this water flows, you will hear, you will end up with boulders. I've seen boulders the size of cars rolling down the river, rolling around the creek system that would normally only have a dribble in it. Now, what that's doing, that volume of water is picking up all the rock. It's probably picking up everything down to bedrock and taking it with it. Now, when you think about how gold drops, the heavies drop, okay, the heaviest material drop first. So the big rocks, right, as the water slows, the big rocks will drop. You can't afford to be looking at areas after a flood with fine gravel. Fine gravel is where it slowed dramatically, and the gold will have dropped out far before that fine gravel has. So just bear that in mind. You're not looking for that fine gravel, you're looking for the coarse gravel where it's dropped, because the coarse gravel will drop first. So that's one important little trick. Where that coarse gravel has mounded up is often a good spot just behind that. And what you'll find is if you're looking at an area that's slowly widening up and the stream's slowing down as it's going along, you will find the big gravel start to drop, and it will sort the gravel all the way through to the fine gravel. Okay, once you've gone to that fine gravel, it's gone too far. So have a look at these paste streaks like this one behind me. Quite often it will deposit in a streak, in a line. So yeah. So you want to look where that heavy, coarse material that's been moved. Dale just asked the question, so you want to look under the big rocks? Well, yes, but more where the big rocks have been deposited. Not so much, yes, underneath them, but you're looking there because the big rocks have been deposited there. They're heavy, they're the first thing to fall out. Gold's heavy, it'll fall out with them. So that's the biggest trick I could say with flood gold. Okay, so we've covered those couple of things. So we've got a few questions here. Lynn says, I wish my local creeks had gold. Well, Lynn, I reckon every creek on the east coast of Australia has got some gold in it somewhere. So it's worthwhile. Lots of guys are going out there at the moment and absolutely smashing it with this river stuff moving around. You look at this situation. I don't know. I can't remember the last time that you could use. Is it this photo? No, is it? Yeah, there you go. I don't remember the last time you could use a sluice. There is a sluice up there. I can't point to it, but I can't remember the last time you could use a sluice out at Warwick and in one of the creek systems. Now, as people, I don't know whether people know this area, but that's just the creek near the puddler. So that's a very, very common creek. There's still good gold coming out of it, and it's really, really well worth a look. So